Hello and welcome to another catch up with me, Susie Cowper, and the TeaCosyFolk vlog. And it's November, so we're back indoors because it's a bit cold outside. And I hope you're all well, and I hope the weather's not been too bad where you are, because that storm Kieran has caused disaster, hasn't it? In some places it's been terrible. So good excuse, stay indoors, keep warm, knit. That's what I say. Anyway, here it's been bonkers. We're getting ready for the show on the 19th of November at Harrogate, and I'm really excited because I've never been to Harrogate, so it'd be really lovely to go and, I'm going to do a bit of sightseeing when I'm there and have a look around, but also I'm quite apprehensive about the show. It's like, oh, there's going to be so many people, and I've got to stand up and talk and do the workshop, and anyway, I thought I've got one of the kit bags together, so you get a lovely tote bag to carry it in. So if you find any other bargains, you can pop them in as well. But I thought I'd show you what's in the kit. So first off, knitting needles. Now you need 3 needles for the pattern. So there's 3 knitting needles, and then there's a little row counter, because you're definitely going to need a row counter. And there's 6 balls of yarn in assorted colours. So I've got sunshine, I think this one's a bottle, and there's a little aqua coloured one, I don't know the name of that one, is it turquoise? And then I've got a sparkly white, a sparkly pink, and a sparkly blue. Now the yarn will be a bit potluck, so you'll get 6 balls in your kit, but there will be some other balls knocking around. So if there's a colour you desperately don't like, you can switch it for a different colour. And also you are going to need a model. So there's a Terry's chocolate orange. Then there is, of course, the knitting pattern to follow and do the pattern, but of course I'll be there and I'll be showing you and working through it, and we'll work through it together. And it is, it's only a tiny little Terry's chocolate orange, but look, it's a 3-page knitting pattern. There's 3 pages of joy, so we'll be working through that together. And also everyone will receive a Terry's chocolate orange knitting pattern calendar. So everybody will get one of these who comes onto the workshop. So that's what is in the little kit bag. And we're going to make the Terry's chocolate orange cozies. Those with all the intricate stitches. And there's a little bell. Oh, there's a bell in my bag. Where's the bell? It's tiny. Here it is. A tiny little bell to put on the top. A little final decoration. So that is what is in the kit bag. So if you come along to the workshop, that's what you'll be receiving, and then we'll do the knitting. And it's a 2-hour workshop. It does take 2 hours to knit the little cosy, and we'll be able to have a chat and a natter while we're doing it, won't we? Because some bits are less tricky than others. So if you've booked on to do the workshop, this is what we'll be doing. And if you've not booked on to do the workshop, I'll put the details down below, because, maybe you'll want to join us in Harrogate. In other exciting news this week, the Simply Knitting magazine's come out. Have you got yours? It's issue 244. And there's a tea cosy in by TeaCosyFolk. It's the Persian Christmas bauble tea cosy. And it's knitted sideways first on the green, and you put the swirls in, and then you pick up a knit along the bottom and do the bottom bit last, which is unusual because usually you start at the bottom and work up. But yeah, and it gets the swirls in, but they look amazing, don't they? And I love how these ones stand out proud, and because it's in greens, it kind of makes you think of Christmas trees, doesn't it? And the little baubles are nice, the onion shaped baubles that, they do look a bit Persian inspired, don't they? And that was my inspiration. Was I've got some lovely Christmas baubles that are all swirly and they have that oniony shape, and I love them. I do love, you know, anything that looks a bit exotic for Christmas. I like exotic Christmas. So that was my inspiration for the Tea Cosy. So you'll find that it's in this month's issue of Simply Knitting. It's already on sale, so it'll be in the shops now. And issue 224 it is. And also in the back of the magazine, there's a bit of a spoiler alert. Oh, let me just find it. Oh, here it is. Look, what's in the next issue? Can you see? So it'll be the Genie Tea Cosy knitting pattern, and that magazine, it's not in this one, it's in the next one, which will be 225, which is available in the shops on the 28th of November. So mark the date in your diary. What I've been working on just recently is the Chameleon Tea Cosy. Look at him. He's really nice because he's really bright and colourful. And because he's a chameleon, you can do him any colours. So, you know, you could do your favourite colours, or, you know, colours that, I don't know, you bought for another project and you've not used it for anything. You know, and things you need to use up, stash busting, you know, and all that. So this is the Chameleon Tea Cosy, and because he's all stripy and he's got a ridge down his back and his tail's all curled up, he's got a little crest on his head, and he's got funny boggly eyes that look in different directions. And you know, they've got those funny little feet that look like little mittens, haven't they? So that's the Chameleon Tea Cosy, and he's all ready to go onto the website. When am I putting him on? Oh, he's going on the website on the 16th of November. So that's not long, is it? So what's that? A couple of weeks? So if you want to knit a chameleon, you can do. But the challenge is to, while you're knitting this Chameleon Tea Cosy, not to sing the song. That's the challenge. I was singing while I was knitting. You can't help it, can you? Well, I can't. Anyway, so 16th of November, it'll be on the website. Do you remember the Union Jack Tea Cosy knitting pattern that was in the Simply Knitting magazine way back in the summer before the King was coronated? Well, that knitting pattern will be available as a PDF download from the website in November. What date? I think it's the 23rd of November. So if you want to knit one of those Union Jack Tea Cosies, you can pop along and download the pattern. It's a lovely pattern because if you're patriotic or a royalist, or there's a UK event, a celebration, and you want to celebrate with your teapot, you know, it covers all of the occasions, doesn't it? Because, you know, it's a Union Jack. So that pattern will be there on the 23rd of November. I'll put a link down below, but again, I'll send out a newsletter, so you'll hear, one way or another, you'll hear that it's available. And this is the Tea Cosy I'm working on at the moment. It is, look, it's a wise man on his camel, and he's off to the nativity. Look, there he goes. And yeah, so he's a wise man. He's on his camel, and he's got his gift. I don't know if it's gold, frankincense or myrrh, but it's in a nice oriental looking ginger jar, and he's on his camel. And yeah, and that's it. So obviously inspired by the nativity, and I don't think the wise men get enough credit, do they? You know, I mean, they were quite amazing, weren't they? They'd been watching the sky, saw the star, followed it. And it's funny because sometimes they're called kings and sometimes they're called wise men. But anyway, he's one of the wise kings, and he's on his camel, and he's on his way to Bethlehem, and he's got a gift for baby Jesus. So that's what I'm working on at the moment. And as you can see, it's not sewn together, and I've got to knit it again and type up the pattern. I've got to get someone to test knit it, and then it'll be available early December, because obviously you need time to knit it yourselves. So that will be on the website early December. So, and that's the last thing I've got to show you this month. So there's so much happening, you know, in the coming month because of the show and all that malarkey. So I'm going to try and take some video clips while I'm there. So I'll show you what was going on at the Harrogate show, just in case you couldn't go. So yeah, I'll get some videos and show you. But yeah, and if you are there at the show, come and say hello. Yeah, come and say hello and get on the workshop. There are some spaces left on the workshop. I'll put the details down below. And if you haven't got a place on the workshop, book yours and you'll get all those lovely things and the free calendar. So I'll sort that out for you. And I'll be back in December. And we'll be thinking about Christmas. We'll be full on Christmas then. And if you haven't started your Christmas knitting by then, crikey, you'll be way behind. You'll have to, I don't know, speed knit. Yeah. So anyway, I'll see you soon. Have a lovely November and keep out the storm. Stay indoors, knit. That's my advice. Just stay and keep knitting. Okay. See you soon. Take care. Bye.